All right, how's it going today? I got another video here today. I'm gonna try something a little different in this video. What I normally do is I'll show my modifications after they're done. But what I'm gonna do today is I've got my new scales and hardware kit for my Yojimbo 2. So I'm going to install these on camera and see how that goes. Hopefully I don't have any major issues, and it shouldn't take too long here. So I'm going to show you the scales. These are from Knives Plus Damascus pattern carbon fiber. I was looking at the Titanium raindrop carbon fiber, and these are pretty much the same thing, just the Knives Plus version, because the Titaniums are out of stock everywhere. I found a set on eBay, but instead of $85, they were $130, which was pretty whack. So I was looking around and I found Knives Plus. I never ordered from them before. But yeah, so I got these, and then I also got their, which I had seen some reviews on. I couldn't find any reviews on these scales. They had some on the website, but I couldn't find any video reviews. So that was one of the main reasons I wanted to kind of install these on camera here. And then I also got their Knives Plus complete hardware kit. This has all your screws, your stop pin, and both standoffs. So also clip screws. So I thought that bronze with the raindrop carbon fiber and the black knife would look really good. So I guess let's go ahead and get started here. I'm gonna lay all my hardware out to start with. So I'm gonna be trying to look and make sure I'm on camera while I'm doing this. Okay, there should be 6 of these. Five, 6. That's not it. This is it. So we got 6 body scale screws. We got 2 standoffs and 1 stop pin. Then we have 2 pivot screws. Yep. 2 pivot screws. And 3 clip screws, which I will only need 2 because I have MXG gear clip, which I actually just got here earlier. Oh, check out, I got another one for my Man X2 here, and I really like the look of that one. I thought about putting this one on the Para 3, but I really like how that one looks on my Para 3. But see, if I switch that one for my Para 3, see how this is pretty much even with the end? This one would stick over. If you line up the screw holes, it sticks up quite a bit. So I really like how that one looks, how it turned out. So yeah. Okay, I got my, let's get started. So this black hardware, before I get started, I think I'm going to take some of these all these black screws and put them on my Para 3. Here, and the other side. I put the black backspacer in there. So I'm going to try it with the black screws and see how that looks. That might be another video. So I normally don't have any issues with this, but doing it on camera, I'm sure it's going to not go well. That's just how things go, huh? I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to put on, I've got a this container over here. I'm going to be putting all my other screws in. So there's the clip. Get these out of the way. This out of the way. Alright. T8s for these. Take my body screws out first. And this Yojimbo 2, these do have red Loctite on them. Or not, maybe not red. But they've got, you can see there's some sort of Loctite on them. So actually, I'm going to stack these over here by the other ones. but I kind of played with them before and loosened them, just so this wouldn't be so hard on camera. 2, 3, 4, 5. Another reason I normally don't do these, okay, that standoff is spinning. I normally don't do these on camera. It's because it makes quite a long video, and I just shoot these on my phone. So I don't really edit them. I just kind of get what I'm going to say down and do that. So those 2 standoffs started spinning, so I've got some pliers with some tape on them. This one goes up here. Let's see, knock this off. All right, there's one scale. And it's stuck pretty tight. Alright, that wasn't bad. My washer here. And what goes on this one? This one goes here. Just gonna kind of set it in there for right now. Just don't get it all too confused. Blade. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna try to take this other standoff screw out. Nice, nice. Pretty easy. Another bronze washer. Let's see if I can pull these out. Just trying to use a thumbnail here. There we go. Oh, I'm a complete dumbass. I gotta take these screws out. Well, it's part of doing it live, I guess. Part of doing it live. The stop pin screws out, actually. See if I can pull this stop pin out. Alright, that was super in there. Let me switch bits right quick. Damn. Just like I said, everything that can go wrong probably is going to. Okay, okay. Stand off out of the way. And that screw. Right here. And we got one more. Excuse my heavy breathing. I'm sure it's probably right on the camera. I'm fat. Not obese, just chubby. That came out like this. I'll put it back in right here. And this is the side with the D-shaped pivot. So we're going to assemble this one back first. Where'd that pivot go? Here it is. So I am going to... Where'd my pivot go? Here it is. Obviously, I'm going to reuse the factory pivot. Knives Plus suggests that, and that's the right thing to suggest. This factory pivot's really nice to start with, and that's what the tolerance have to be really tight on this thing. So it's always better to use your factory pivot, and you don't see it anyways. So makes it harder putting this washer in. Sorry, I'm shaking, I'm exhausted. I was out digging a drainage ditch for the past few hours, and then this showed up. Probably help if I was trying to put the correct side in there, huh? And that was easy when you do it right. Okay, I've still got the T8 bit driver in here, but I'm just going to do that just to get it in there. And now I'm going to switch. Okay, there's that. Now for the stop pin first. I like to put my screws in and then twist the pins on there when they're like this, when they don't recess in. Okay. Let's go back to the T8. I'm going to hold this and give it a little tighten here. Not too much, just enough. Keep dropping it on my... Okay, so we got the pivot, the stop pin. Now we're going for both standoffs. All right, third standoff. Second standoff. The stop pin's pretty much a standoff on this one, but it stops the knife as well, the blade. And all right, I really like how that looks. So now put the blade on. Add a drop or two of oil over here. I was just oiled it the other day. I took it apart just to make sure I do this on camera, no problems. Spin that around. Now, you want it to be right there. And make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope. Just gonna try to snap it right back on there. Line these up. All right. Let's try this first. Let's put, I got the T8 on there, so I'll throw a couple of these in. Alright, last standoff screw here. Okay, I'll put this pivot screw on, and then we'll put the clip in, and we are done. About 15 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad. Went pretty smooth overall, I think. Okay. Now I'm gonna loosen up all my other screws here, flip the knife a few times, and then tighten them back up. Just to make sure everything's seated correctly, because I just kind of threw them in there the first time. Okay, tighten them back up. Do the top first. I'll do the bottom here. And these are tightening up on both sides without having to hold the other side, which is very nice. Oh man, already just falls shut. All right, pocket clip with the gold screws. And this is an MXG gear pocket clip, and I put it on the left side because I am left-handed. My T6. Make sure they're not poking through the inside. They're perfect. Clips on. And there we are. Bang, bang, boom, boom. Check out these scales. The camera here to get a really good picture. Now that is a beautiful knife, if I do say so myself. Action. Phenomenal. I can't be happier with that. Really, really like these scales. They call this Damascus carbon fiber, and each one's different. They custom make them there at Knives Plus, I guess, or they have somebody make them for them, more than likely. So yeah, the scales were $79. The hardware was $44, but it's very nice hardware. It comes recommended, and I would definitely recommend it. Looks amazing, fits awesome. You saw how easy I just put that together. I really like to show the knife with the add-ons a little bit more at the end, just because, you know, some people, they assemble it and then they just boom, cut the video off as soon as it's assembled. I like to show them a little bit, just because if I'm looking for something like this, that's what I really look for, is how does it look at the end. So I'm just do a minute or two here of going over the knife. Look at the back there. The gold or bronze, it's bronzed. So I'll probably patina a little bit too, which would be kind of cool. So yeah, it's the Yojimbo 2. I just got that. That was my 4th benchmade. I have to mess with the pivots a little bit more. We'll ride a weak finger. So yeah, that's my 4th benchmade. I'll go over my other ones in the order I got them real quick. Let me set this down here. So first was my Pair 3. And this one I've done the titanium carbon fiber scales on it. I've got a backspacer. I originally had a silver backspacer, but I threw that on there because I'm going to take these black screws from the Yojimbo and throw them in here. This video is around 20 minutes, so probably in another video. First spyderco. I've got the lynch clip on this one. My next spyderco is my Manix 2 regular. Really like this knife. Good, heavy user. Pretty thick tip. There's a Pair 3, the tip on it. It's still decent. It's not bad on the Pair 3. But Manix 2, it's supposed to be a workhorse. It's just so nice, and it's so sharp out of the box. I'll talk about more of that here in a second, but check it out. I've got a MXG gear clip. I've got the titanium ball cage with the from a different retailer. I got the ceramic lock ball in there. And I had a lightened spring, but it was just too light. I didn't like it. So what I've been doing is I take this Mannix and I pull it down all the way and I stick a punch in there, and I've left it like that 3 or 4 days now, and it's lightened up a lot, but not as light as the one I ordered. So it's perfect for me now. It's closed, open. Really like that. That was my second one. Third one was my smock. And I did the second detent removal on this thing, and I couldn't be happier since doing that. So you can see it just falls shut, falls open, and it's not too hard to make it open. I mean, it's not too easy to make it open. I'm sorry, you can spidey flick it. I thought the knife was too hard to open from the factory. It hurts your finger after a day of opening, because I like playing with this thing. But now it's just so buttery smooth, it's ridiculous. You can shut, open. You don't even want to throw it closed, you just let it drop closed and it still pops back out. But yeah, this is perfect now. And then of course my fourth one was the Yojimbo 2 here, in all black. Just came with, you know, normal factory scales, and obviously this hardware got here today, and so did my MXG gear clip. So yeah, so what I was talking about the Mannix 2 a minute ago with the, you know, it's pretty thick at the tip. I have ordered my first benchmade. I know, I talk shit on them. I just always thought they were overpriced, overhyped. So I was looking, I was like, I want to try benchmade. So I went with the benchmade Presidio 2 in carbon fiber elite, and that came out about a year ago, and it's a large knife. It's got a really thick blade. It's pretty much a workhorse, but it's a large knife. It's got like a 3 3/4 inch, excuse me, almost 4-inch blade. So it's a big knife, S30V, axis lock, and it was $140. So for that price, that was less than, this was the only one that was cheaper. This was $126. So it's cheaper than pretty much all my Spydercos. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try, and if anything, it can be my knife to beat up on. Since if I don't like it, I'm gonna beat up on it, because it's, you know, my Spydercos are almost too pretty to beat up on. Now everyday carry, that's what they're set up for. They're good talking points, beautiful knives. But yeah, so I got that benchmade Presidio 2 on the way. That'll be here in a few days. I can't flick it right hand very good, I'm left-handed. So that'll be here in a few days, and when that gets here, I'll do a review on it. So yeah, that's the end here. Let me show this knife off one more time. All right. If you're still here, I really appreciate you watching. Hope you learned something through this. If you're looking at these scales or hardware from Knives Plus, I would definitely recommend. Fit great, went together even better. Yeah, really happy. All right, have a good one. We'll see you next time.